Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on the play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And that play, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
1-1, hot. 2-2, hot.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Murray. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Here's Kyler to throw. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete. And now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Groupie sends it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
We'll call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season you won't. In that case, one went right through.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Ready.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Cowboy 80.
Throwing here, Milrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
From the gun, Milrow. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to run for it. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's Walker running right. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Running with Walker again. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Seahawks.
First down throw here from Milrow. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
This is Walker on second. And he'll go down here at the 16. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here's Milrow, first and 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's a return from the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Play action now, Murray. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't mind that play-action shot at all, Kate, especially in this circumstance. The only problem is I think that defensive coordinator, was thinking the way the offensive coordinator was, as they defended that pretty darn well.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. This connects with Higgins. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Kyler throwing here. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Murray on third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's third down.
He's got it at the 24. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10.
Ready.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Milrow with it on first. Flushed out of the pocket. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you could almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something, but go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Mustang 19. Panther 11.
Milrow now to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
On third down, Walker. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. On first and 10, it's Murray. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They've got first down here from the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Pressure coming, it's Murray. Hauled in again, it's McBride. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They give on second to Benson. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack. Blake Gillikin on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. Fields this at the 19. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have got you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Staying with Walker. Blast through midfield. And they take it across the goal after, up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11.
Cardinals 3. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10.
Big ace, big ace. Let's go. 2-2.
Now begin this drive with Benson. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Staying on the ground with Benson. Has good room at the 35. And he gets it forward all the way to the 44. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Going to the ground again on first. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
They're going play action. It's Murray. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. So they're left facing third and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
What?
Here he goes, third and long. Has it downfield near the boundary. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First down run netted them nothing. Here is second and 10.
What you got? 2-2. Hot. Hey.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. So that's going to bring up third down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Come back.
They'll throw, third and long. So third down and about a yard ahead as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from State Farm Stadium after this. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands. Throwing on first down. Here's Murray. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10 now. Murray to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Come on, set.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. The trick play unsuccessful. His throw falls incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Groupie sends it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. On the return, it's Jalen Moore. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. So 20 yards on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
19 lot, 18 Cardinal.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Bails out of the pocket quick. And gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. Down to the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks lead by 15 now. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
2-2.
Back to throw, Murray. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Murray. Gets in with a 1st down and more. And he gets it forward to the 43-yard line. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that 1st.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Easy.
Under 10.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. That is Nick Emenwari. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defense defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did. And boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
From the gun, Milrow. Horton down the field, and he's got it. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Seattle.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
79 Broncos.
Milrow throwing again now on second down. Buying some time right. Throw caught at the 6. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a first and goal. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Milrow from the gun. Escapes out to the left. And they take this in for the score. The Seahawks get more points to end a lopsided first half. Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks grow the lead now to 22 points.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. He dodged the tackle. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made.
You could feel, even up in the booth, a full-on panic there for just a moment. But he did make sure it never overwhelmed him. He picks the ball back up. May have cost him some yards. Didn't cost him the possession.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. No to return this. Good work so far. He's got room. Has room down the left sideline. And he is gone. Touchdown. This half is off to an excellent start, Brock. Hopefully it's an indicator of the type of action we're going to see through to the end of this one.
Dude, these guys just come out of the locker room, Kate, and it's offense and it's defense and it's our scripts, but those special teams guys come out wanting to be special, and he was.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks continue piling onto this lead. What do you think, Brock? Did we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10.
Scoot. 1-1. 2-2. 2-2.
Third quarter underway. Here's Benson. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Close. 1-1.
They'll toss it here to Benson. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down.
1-1.
Third and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they're going to score. It's a pick 6 for Seattle. That pick six ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. That's for an offense who just threw the interception, and they might back out there. You better flush it fast.
This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10. No give. It's Benson headed right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Back to Benson here on second. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. It's in on the counter. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
19, Tiger, 19.
Here's the snap on 4th. Throw caught by his running back. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And that's some great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff running left. Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Milroe to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks trying to end this before the final quarter. Myers to add the PAT.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again.
49, Cardinals 6. Michael Dixon to kick off for
On
Seattle.
now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Benson now from the gun. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
That's good.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Murray here on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels... And we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Kyler looking to throw. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 24 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
And no look there, that throw falls to the ground.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
2-2. Move.
Kyler throwing here. Left side into the hands of McBride. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself. If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And he won't escape. They converge on him, drive him backwards after that catch. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Walker on 1st down. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Seahawks have the football, and they're in great shape with this sizable lead. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Ready.
It's a design keeper for Milrow. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, QB keeper, it gets 0.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
19, Charger, 19, go.
Throw here, 3rd down. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
Got it, ready?
Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now an inside give to Walker. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks throwing 6 more on the blowout. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks continue adding on to that lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Now an inside give to Benson. He cuts it back right. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 22. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
At the 48-yard line.
Coach. 2-2. Hot. 2-2.
Play action now. Murray. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
He only gets 3. Needed a little more if they wanted to avoid this fourth down.
Defenses at this level, really any level, will let you run it there all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. You can give up yards, even a healthy chunk of them. Just float the ball and make sure he's brought to a halt well shy of that first down marker.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Throw is caught by the back. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost him the possession.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Throwing now, Milrow. Brought in. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
I'd be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal.
77-1. Let's go.
Throwing here, Milrow. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Seahawks are running them out of the building. Oh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals trying to do some window dressing. Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10.
Go. 70-10-1. Let's go.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
They give up the gut to Benson. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Now Murray on third and long. Hits his running back. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Cardinals out for the punt. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. Again, he's got room. There he goes, right sideline. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Seahawks continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks tack on 7 more to their lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
1-1, 2-2.
Now Murray on the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a run first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 13-yard line.
2-2.
Play action now. Murray trying to push deep downfield. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And they continue playing their best ball of the season over this recent stretch as they pick up a